Hi everyone. Today we are gonna find the minimum and maximum elements in the array in Java language. So, given an array, your task is to find the minimum and maximum elements in the array. Return a pair that contains two elements. The first one will be a minimum element and the second will be a maximum. So from this we can understand that the input is a array of integers and then output is a pair of two elements uh, which also integers, uh, in which first element should contain minimum element in the array, and then the second should contain the maximum element in the given array. So minimum means the smallest element in the array, and the maximum means the largest element in the array. Let's see it with an example. Um, here the here is a given array. To find minimum and maximum elements, we need to check one by one elements in the given array. The first, let's take the first index value, and but let's try to find the maximum. Uh, and if we take 3 here and we need to compare it with the other elements. If 2 is greater than 3, no, and then if not, we need to move on to the next element. If 1 is greater than 3, no, so move to the next element. If 56 is greater than 3, yes, so we need to update the maximum element as current maximum element as 56, and then we need to keep on comparing the next elements, and then we need to do it similarly for the to find minimum elements. So this is the logic. Let's try to program this logic into code. So here we are defining the class named solution, and then we need to define a function with the public access modifier. Here our output is pair of integers, so we define the return type as pair integer and integer, and then the function name as the get min max, and then the input as the array of integers. So first we need to define the variables for storing maximum and minimum elements. First let's declare max for storing maximum element, and let it be 0, since we are uh, sorry let it be like index of the first index of the array, that is the 0, which is the first element in the array, and then we need to declare the variable to store the minimum element in the array, and let it also be the first element in the array, indicating as the index 0. Then we need to loop with the loop to find out the maximum element with the other elements. So let's use for loop. So in this loop, we are going to use the indexes of the array to access the elements in the array. First, let's declare the variable I with initiating the starting point. Uh, it can start with 1 since we already assigned the 0th index values to max and min results, and then the condition should be I should be less than the length of the array. Then we need to increment the I by 1 in each iteration, and then we need to check if the array of index I is greater than the max. If it is greater, then we need to update the max variable with array of index I. Then we need to do it similarly for finding the minimum element in the array. Array of I is, if array of I is less than the minimum, then we need to update the min variable with array of index I. And then finally we need to return these two variables as a pair. So to define a pair, we need to give the keyword new before it. So return new pair. First element should be the minimum element. So we need to declare the min variable and then max. Let's try to run this code. It's good. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.